Now, I know this movie has been out for quite some time, and I should have done my review on this, like, a while ago, but I just kind of felt like, since I've done a review on The Amazing Spider-Man and The Dark Knight Rises, might as well do this, because it kind of makes sense in a way, because of the whole, the expected superhero movies of the summer. And I felt like, if Avengers wasn't a part of this, a part of my channel anyway, it would have just been incomplete. So, guys, just sit down, relax, and enjoy my review of the Avengers. Now, this review might be kind of short in a way compared to my other two, because I haven't seen it in a while, but I do remember the plot synopsis of it. Pretty much like, Nick Fury gets this object called a Tesseract that was, I believe, in Thor, and he kind of activates it, and then Loki comes out, and he kind of like, takes control of a couple people, and as his henchman, he escapes, and Nick Fury's like, okay, I need to get a team, like form a team, in order to stop this madman. So pretty much, Nick Fury calls upon Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, and the Hulk. Didn't I already mention Hulk? Wait, no. Yeah, and Hulk. So pretty much the whole point of that is like, I need to get these 5. Technically 6 because Hawkeye's in it, but he's in control. Spoiler alert! I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen the movie, so Hawkeye kind of gets in control, so he's not. So it's 5 for right now. And what happens is that, like, Nick Fury's like, alright, you 5 need to bring this guy and seal him in the helicarrier, and that's it. So, and that happens, but Loki is like, okay, you want to play this way? Hulk? And, so the whole premise of him being captured, like, he was like, alright, I'll surrender. But he's doing it to free the Hulk because of one little key factor. Because the Hulk can go out of control. So Loki's motive on that part is like, if I get Hulk, the whole helicarrier can be turned to shit. That's pretty much what happens. And that does happen, actually. And, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and Agent Romanoff, or Black Widow in this case, they kind of help out and, help seal get the helicarrier back on status, and then Thor and Banner kind of get separated from the ship, and they kind of land on their certain spots, and then Loki escapes, and Nick Fury's like, okay, we need to seriously take down that guy, like, literally, because Loki starts having this big army, like, they're either robots or, like, robotic aliens type thing. Something along those lines. I don't remember what they were, but they were something like that. And pretty much, he's like, alright, destroy humanity and then I'll go to Asgard. That could have been the case. I know that was probably his motive. I mean, it has been all since I've seen the movie, but I do remember something about his motive had to deal with Asgard and destroying humanity. So pretty much, like, that happens. We meet up with Thor and Hulk again when the team gets there. Hawkeye kind of gets back to his senses during that little helicarrier fight. And we're like, okay, now we have to seriously take down Loki. And, the other team pretty much faces off against that army, while Iron Man and Thor and, well, Iron Man on some parts, and I believe, I know it was mostly Thor and Banner. I mean, Hulk kind of deals with Loki, and then Thor deals with him in a way. And, Loki gets defeated. And pretty much from that point on, Thor's like, alright, I have to return to Asgard to make sure nothing happens. And pretty much, the whole team's like, okay, we saved the Earth. We'll meet up again in case another menace tries to show up again, then we'll all, we'll all assemble when the time comes. And, as a whole, the story, I liked it. Personally, it was my favorite movie that I've seen in the summer, like The Dark Knight Rises and The Amazing Spider-Man. And I might do a video where I'm kind of like picking which one I like better of the 3. But I'm not going to mention that in here. But I did enjoy it. A couple scenes here and there were kind of off, just a little. I'm not saying I'm not saying, like, oh, I hate this scene, I hate this scene. No, I'm just saying, like, a couple scenes were off. Like, I like the scenes. There were, a couple of them were just a little off in a way, so I kind of have to deduct some points down, but the movie overall was good. I mean, it had its humor. Actually, it had a lot of humor. Something I wasn't expecting. But then again, I'm like, well, Iron Man's in the movie, so I'm gonna expect some humor. But the amount of humor in this movie, I'm just like, whoa, that's actually not that bad. And it fits in well. Like, I mean, the humor is balanced out, the serious side's balanced out, and the action. I mean, everything matches up well with the movie. Robert Downey Jr. always as Tony Stark, very comedic and very likable. Black Widow, she's attractive, and I mean, her character is good too. I mean, I liked her in Iron Man 2, where her character was, but in here, she kind of has a much bigger part in here, and I like that about her. I mean, I don't know. It's funny because at times I kind of felt like she kind of had a thing for the Hulk, a little bit. I might be wrong, and I might get some comments about like she doesn't have a thing for Hulk, but I'm assuming, guys. That's it. And I mean, Mark Ruffalo, who does the Hulk in this one, and a lot of people were disappointed by the fact that Edward Norton wasn't in this movie, but Mark Ruffalo does a damn awesome job as Banner and the Hulk. I'm just saying, he does a pretty damn awesome job. And Steve Rogers, I keep forgetting what the actor's name is. He did the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four movie, but he did a pretty good job too. And Chris Hemsworth, who did Thor, always a boss, not gonna lie. And Loki is very, very demonic. Yeah, kind of an idiot at the same time. I'm just saying. But you know what? Overall, story was good. Cast was perfect. I mean, they're the same cast. And everybody had a very good performance. Couple scenes here and there were off, like I mentioned before. So overall, I'm going to have to give The Avengers a 4.5 out of 5. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm Shirag, and have a nice day.